Today is the day I throw all my sanity out the window with the first episode of the Black Ops 4 Side Easter Egg series on Classified, featuring an Easter egg that actually dates all the way back to Black Ops 1. Enjoy! Okay, here we are starting off this challenge today on Classified. What is probably, to be honest, going to be a horrible series for me, but hopefully a great watch for all of you guys. We're starting off here with all the side Easter eggs, and I thought we'd start things off easy with Classified, just to get into things. But as always with every single map I'm going to be doing in this series, there is going to be 3 challenges that I have to complete alongside all the side Easter eggs. And the first one is I cannot down, obviously. Second one is I must complete all these side Easter eggs before round 20. And the last one is I must pack a punch at least 4 weapons in this game. The first one can be found right here, where essentially we just need to knock on this window a few times. We're going to get a bunch of audio from the original 5 characters, and eventually after knocking a few times, we're going to get some quotes from Samantha, and we're going to get a ton of Nova Crawlers start spawning in too. And there we go, that's done. So now we're going to get about 30 Nova Crawlers start spawning in. And I'm going to pop this double points at the right time and just get tons of points basically. Far out, man. I forgot how many spawn in. Actually insane. Great for points though, you must say. Right, so that's all of them. Let's head on down. Let's get the power on and all that good stuff. Right, so as is always the deal with my side Easter egg videos, I am going to be finding all the music Easter eggs as well. Okay, so we need that power core for one of the side Easter eggs. Essentially what I'm going to do now is just get all the parts that I need. Actually, we'll hit the box. Come on, give me something. That'll do. And our final shield piece is right here. And we got our next teleporter piece. Hey, since when did dogs start spawning in? And what I want to do is go to DEFCON 5 and grab our final teleporter piece. Grab that one. Dude, these dogs need to relax, man. Something a bit better than the tiger shark. Well, that would be nice if I decide to run PhD, which I did think about doing. Now I'm slightly regretting that decision, but anyway, we'll move on. Man, Classified is just one of those maps that I've wanted to like for so long. I can't even explain why, but I've always wanted to play it up to be a map that's so much better than what it actually is. When I actually think about it, it's like, no, I don't really care about this map at all. There's nothing exciting about it. I never really liked 5 that much anyway. What we'll do while I'm talking about that, we'll build the teleporter pad. However, I think it is fair to say that Classified is definitely the better option. The one thing that 5 does better than Classified, that really should have been in Classified, is the Pentagon Thief. I've never understood why it has never been brought back. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll place that down. Okay, so we need to go and buy the Bowie knife down here before we can start the portrait Easter egg. I'm pretty sure it's down here somewhere, right? Okay, so we'll buy that, which is actually a mint idea for points anyway. Double points would be nice. Nope. And we need to start knifing that one. Then I believe, do we knife that one? That's 3 and 4 and number 5. Dude, that happens every time. Oh my gosh, bro, what am I doing? What we need to do, I can't remember. How do you get back to the weapon room again? Because I've put down everything to go to area 51. So after doing knifing all 5 portraits, what that actually has to do with is an OG Easter egg from way back in the day. It's pretty sick actually. So what we'll do, we'll go to pack punch first. Yeah, okay. Okay, so what I just picked up there is what's called a punch card, and that's part of another Easter egg which I'll do after this one. So if we head back now, we're not in the war room. Yeah, that's weird, I can't remember. I feel stupid actually. I know exactly how you get back. But to be fair, I genuinely could probably count on one hand how many times I've played Classified in my life. And then what you do is you come to this portrait. And so if you remember back in the day, there used to be on Kino de Toten, you had the 4 main characters and then you had that one blank portrait. And basically what that's saying is that's just Nikolai, even though it's kind of a load of rubbish because back then obviously it wasn't even planned for Nikolai to be as big as what he was in the storyline, but kind of a cop-out way of explaining everything. Okay, I should probably stop hitting the box and wasting my points. Oh, but I do need a sniper rifle and you'll see why soon. But what I'm going to do now is start our third Easter egg here, which is the punch card. So I've already grabbed one over in Area 51. Okay, anyway, so there's another punch card here. That's number 2. And number 3 can be found right here. Next one right here. Next one on this old school typewriter. Another one here. Once more. And then we have our final punch card right here. Yeah, I'll buy a time slip. And then what you do is you come over, and now you come over here, place that in there, and now we need to get a Pack-a-Punch weapon with kilowatt. So we're going to go through a couple rounds and get up some points real quick. Buying off on Black Ops 4 has got to easily be the best. It's so clean. I don't know why, I find the snipers on this game so clunky. I feel like every time, ooh, don't pick that up just yet. Let me hit my temporal gift and run around for that one. I gotta be careful here. Grab a shield, that's gonna change, isn't it? Don't you dare, don't you dare. Okay, thank you. I'm gonna go grab. I thought it was gonna send me up to the top floor then. I swear to God. Activate DEFCON, what feels like for the millionth time this game already. So there's a couple of things I want to do here. I'm gonna Pack-a-Punch the Tiger Shark and try and get. So now I'm gonna Pack-a-Punch this one, and that's two down. Then while we're here, we're gonna do a jump scare. One of the best jump scares of all time. I'm so glad they put that in the game. So we can tick off 2 Pack-a-Punches there. But most importantly, we've got kilowatt now too. And so what that means is if we shoot this here. Here we go. I was gonna say, just take a whole mag, why don't you? Jesus Christ. So basically now what you can do is you can come to this terminal and enter your punch cards, and you're gonna hear a lot of dialogue about the storyline. Yeah, so basically filling a lot of story. There's 7 audio recordings. I'm not gonna put them all in because I can't be asked, but if you wanted to, there's some great storyline info to be listened to here. Okay, now the next thing I want to do is trade out this because I'm not doing myself any favors holding on to it. Ooh, is my knife better with this? I'm not sure. I'm going to hold on to this because this might actually be a play. No, it doesn't do nothing. Black Ops 4. How to make an uninteresting weapon even more uninteresting. Okay, so the next thing I want to find is for every single character in the map, there is a hidden wisp around the map. And if you shoot it, Samantha will give a personal message to each of the characters. And I believe Richtofen's one is down here somewhere. Yep, so Richtofen's is right there. Okay, I'm actually gonna run away. That's giving me the creeps, I'm not even gonna lie. That actually gave me goosebumps, man. Oh my gosh, it's still going. I am out of there. Okay, I'm gonna trade out my nail gun real quick. Am I basic because I've never ran any other specialist apart from the katana? Let me know. I'm not even gonna lie, I used to be a massive Takeo fanboy back in the day. And getting to play with this katana the first time was like, oh, you have no idea. That is, to be honest. Oh gosh, bro. Man, I do some dumb things, eh? Okay, Pack-a-Punch. Richtofen, that's why I got time slip, mate. Okay, so the first Easter egg song involves activating a bunch of vodka bottles. First one right here. Another one right here. And you got your last one over here. Jeez, I hope Samantha's still not going off. Last one here. Okay, that Easter egg song is over, and I'm not gonna lie, that it was probably one of the worst Easter egg songs I've ever listened to. That was awful. Oh my gosh. In the meantime, I picked up Dying Wish because I got a bit scared, and I also managed to get the Galil from the box as well. I'm sorry, I refuse to call this thing the Grab, man. That is such a horrible name for this weapon. Okay, we're gonna activate the other Easter egg song on Classified. But now I need to go find a bunch of audio reels around the map. First one can be found right here. Next one can be found right here. Third one is right here. Next one's in the lab right over here. And the last one is right here. And then where you play them is actually in the same room, just on this teleporter. I mean, not on the teleporter, projector. Again, just like the punch cards, it's the same thing. More story stuff. Again, it's nothing crazy, but it's just a cool way to explain a bit of story. Now what we're going to do is activate the DEFCON again. We're going to go back to Area 51 to Pack-a-Punch our final weapon. And you go. Right, okay, so that is all 4 weapons Pack-a-Punch that we needed to do. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to head down into the laboratory and we're going to do the Samantha nursery rhyme. And what we've got to do is we've just got to stand in this corner for about a minute and wait for the nursery rhyme to happen. I'm going to get out of here. Stuff that. Right, this is a good time. So let's stand in here in the dog round, see if we can get it. Here we go. Oh my gosh, go! Just one more thing left to do, and that is activate the final Easter egg song. So let me get to the end of the round, and I really need to make it my mission not to end final round either, or take out final zombie. Well, I think it has been a rather nice and easy, but also interesting start to this series. But make no mistake, it is only going to be much more interesting and far more difficult from here onwards. So stay tuned for tomorrow. This is going to be a daily series, and let's activate this final song. And we just need to activate the final song, which is done by activating 5 computers here in the war room. So the first one is right here, next one is right here, third one right here, fourth one is right here. And before I end it, thank you very much for watching, ladies and gentlemen. Stay tuned for tomorrow for 9. And that's the final one. And we completed it just before round 20 as well.